Openpay is a well-established player in the buy now, pay later sector, which is probably the hottest market within financial services across the globe. And on top, we are not only a buy now, pay later product provider, we are probably on our way to become a globally leading platform of payment and digital lending services. And this is why I believe this is really a very interesting asset to invest into.
Openpay Group is a well-established player in the fast-growing global market for buy now, pay later payment solutions. The company partners with merchants to provide flexible buy now, pay later payment solutions to customers in-store, in-app and online, allowing customers to have increased transaction values and conversion rates for merchants at checkout. To discuss more, here with me today is CEO and Managing Director, Michael Idle. Michael, welcome to TCN TV.
Thank you very much, Leila. Good to be here.
Now, Michael, Openpay claims to have a highly differentiated product offering versus those for its rivals in an increasingly competitive buy now, pay later space. What are these points of difference? And could you perhaps explain to us what you think is most unique about the company?
First of all, I would characterize us not as a pure buy now, pay later provider, but as a probably leading provider of payment and digital lending services with a very, very strong, flexible technical platform. And within buy now, pay later, which obviously is our main product and what we are famous for, our differentiation basically is built on the flexibility of the platform and extends into three domains. First of all, we have probably the most flexible payment plans, taking from 2 to 24 months and up to $20,000. And we can configure the plan structure with the merchant, what they need for their business and for their customers. Secondly, we are very strong in retail, but ultimately we focus on other verticals like automotive, healthcare, and home improvement, where the structure of our plans can make a true difference for the merchant and for the consumer. And last but not least, we target, I guess, a significantly more finance savvy and also older audience than most of our competitors. The median age of our customers is 39, and our competitors usually address their products more into a younger audience than ours. That's probably the main differences between us and the others in buy now, pay later. And last but not least, we have recently launched a very exciting innovation into B2B with our Openpay for Business SaaS platform to help Woolworth as our inaugural client to manage all their business customers end to end based on our digital platform.
Okay, now you formally launched two new verticals of sports membership and education early this financial year. How are they going, and what other areas are prospective for new verticals?
They go exceptionally well, particularly sports memberships, where we have already been able to sign 2 exclusive partnerships with software platform providers, MSL Solutions and Stack Sports. To give an example, MSL Solutions operate in 400 different golf clubs across Australia. And their members will, going forward, have the opportunity to spread quite high membership fees over a longer period of time with our Openpay product, which is very, very exciting. So that's really where we differentiate. And we also intend to launch into further verticals, really listening to our customers where they want to use us. And I guess utility bills would be one of the next opportunities where you would find Openpay in the next over the next periods.
Certainly. Now, the company launched the capital light, low risk transactional product, Openpay for Business, a B2B SaaS platform in the current last financial year rather. What does this platform entail and how is it performing?
This is what I mentioned before, our new B2B product. And as you say, a software as a service. We basically help to start with Woolworth to manage all their business or tradee customers for account sign up and ongoing trading and purchasing end to end. So it's really a digital platform which Woolworth basically leverage on to make it a great experience for their business customers to trade with Woolworth, and also make it easier for Woolworth themselves to manage all the different purchases and incoming payments over time along the invoice terms which Woolworth offer to their business customers. We have announced it last financial year. We have been incredibly proud to see it now live in the market in September. And we have been onboarding now hundreds of business customers, and it goes exceptionally well. And is for us a fantastic proof point of our flexible technology, and I guess a great motivation for the team to continue to innovate.
Now, your growth strategy for FY21 and beyond is centered around local market growth, international expansion, and the enrichment of your product platform. What are the key components of the international expansion part of this growth strategy?
We have launched into the UK around 16 months ago in mid-2019. Since then, we have seen incredible growth in the e-commerce retail space, where we have focused on from the very beginning. The further international expansion will mean that when it makes sense, not at the moment, but hopefully soon, we would also launch into retail in-store to also kind of complement on the channels for the merchants to offer our product. And we also have very concrete plans to launch into the verticals which we operate successfully here in Australia, particularly automotive and healthcare. And at the same time, we look also into further markets into the European Union, where we believe there's a great product market fit and where we probably would support existing merchant relationships into these markets, and more to come.
Openpay recently announced a major channel partnership with US-based NASDAQ-listed SaaS e-commerce group BigCommerce Holdings. What does Openpay hope to get from this relationship, and where do you see that the partnership is heading?
Yeah, I think what we have learned from other competitors who have been able to scale very quickly has been platform integration partnerships, for instance, into e-commerce platforms. We have done very well integrating with platform partners in our verticals like Pentana in automotive, My Health First in healthcare, or what I mentioned before, MSL Solutions and Stack Sports in sports memberships. But we didn't have this kind of e-commerce platform integration partnerships so far with one of the largest e-commerce platforms in the world. We have now this integration, and we have a merchant agreement, if you like, with them, including revenue share. And this will give us access to thousands and 10,000s of merchants who they basically operate and work with, to become an embedded kind of technical feature in their e-commerce platform. And this will help us to scale more quickly in Australia, but also in other markets. And from our perspective, a very, very promising, interesting partnership to really drive growth and scale over the next periods.
And finally, Michael, Openpay's performance over this year has been very strong, but this has not really been reflected in your share price performance, down about 40% since highs in August. What do you put this fall down to, and what factors do you think will drive performance in the year ahead?
Lendo, you're right. We have seen recently a bit of a decline in our share price development, but I think this has been quite representative across the broader buy now, pay later sector, maybe with a few exemptions. And from my perspective, there's a lot of growth potential going forward. As I mentioned before, we are planning to launch into further verticals in the UK, continue to innovate. In Australia, we look at further markets where we want to enter into, and I'm convinced there are further news which our investors and new investors will be excited about in the near future.
Well, Michael, thank you so much for the update today, and all the best for Openpay's future.
Thank you very much, Lelde.
And thank you for watching. Now, if you like what you see, please be sure to like and share the video, subscribe to TCN TV, and drop us a comment. Tell us who you would like to see next and what you would like me to ask them. Or if you're an investor, send us an email so we can keep you in the loop with the latest ideas to empower.